Hey everybody, welcome back to Blabbin' About Slabbin'. Thanks for joining us today. We recently posted a video of the top 10 Topps Chrome cards of all time, at least in the opinion of Chris and I. We got a lot of great feedback on it. A lot of people agreed with the choices. Some disagreed with the order, saying maybe Ortiz should have been number one, Kershaw should have been number one. We got a few votes. I think those top five could really go in any order. They're pretty epic cards.
Absolutely.
Got some great responses from viewers about cards that we may have missed or overlooked or didn't quite fit in the parameters of our video. So we wanted to go over those today. One of the first ones that got brought up is a base card from 2016. It's Jose Bautista in one of his famous non-fighting moments of his career. And what do you think about this image, Chris?
This is probably like one of the great moments in Toronto Blue Jays baseball history. Obviously, Joe Carter is always going to be number one, but this was an absolutely incredible game, playoff game between the Blue Jays and Rangers. They had that epic moment where Russell Martin hit, I think it was Shin-Chu Chu, with the throwback to the pitcher. It hit his bat, and the umpires did not know what to do, so they just basically the ball was live and a run scored from third. And the crowd was already super antsy and hyped up, and then Bautista just crushes his home run to the moon and bat flips into next week. And just a fantastic. Topps captured that moment beautifully. And this is, I think, one of his highest selling cards. I know a gold recently sold for $300.
Yeah, even the base card gets more than a normal base card.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those few cards where people are paying for the image when they buy the card, and it's a premium for the image.
An epic moment in baseball history, as Chris mentioned, Game 5 of the playoffs, and an epic image to put on the card.
Yeah. If he'd had a Hall of Fame career, this would have been easily one of his most in-demand, sought-after cards. It's kind of like the Bautista version of the Soto Shuffle.
Yeah, great one. Yeah, and another suggestion came up from a card from the 90s, which is I wasn't collecting at the time, so I hadn't even seen this card, but it's the 1998 Topps Chrome Vladimir Guerrero Sr., of course. And it's a really cool shot. He's horizontal. He's lying on the ground. It's a posed shot, but he's lying on the ground. He's got the ball outstretched in his glove. He's got a big smile on his face. It shows personality. You've got the classic Expos uniform, the sky in the background. It is a really cool picture.
Yeah, there's some surprisingly great images in the sort of late 90s Topps Chrome sets that they really let the players kind of play around, or the photographers are messing around. And this is a really cool, it's a fun card.
Yeah, and typically we prefer cards that show a great moment like Bautista, game action, something like that. And this is obviously posed and planned, but it works.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a really cool looking card.
And again, that one's relatively inexpensive if you want to add a cool image to your collection. One that's not exactly inexpensive is the 2000 Topps Chrome Miguel Cabrera rookie. And this is another one that came up with quite a few people suggesting, and it is more common than a lot of the cards that made our top 10, and that's one of the reasons it didn't. But it's a great shot at bat, the old teal uniforms. He looks so young. I mean, I'm trying to figure out how old Cabrera was when they took the picture. 18, maybe?
Probably something like that. Yeah.
So it's a really great shot of a future Hall of Famer early in his career, and it was one of the first cards to really get Topps Chrome into that upper echelon of sets.
Yeah, it's his base rookie. I don't believe there are any parallels, because I think this was just in a set.
Right.
But essentially, and what's interesting is by today's standards, that would have been what we would call today his first Bowman Chrome.
Right.
Because he had not debuted at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it does have some significance. It's not rare by any means, but it is, of course, it's the first Topps Chrome. It's Topps Chrome rookie card of a guy in the 3,000 hit, 500 home run club, one of the best right-handed hitters of all time. So maybe we should have given this one a little bit more consideration, just for the historical impact of it, if you will. But again, if you're a Miguel Cabrera collector, you probably have that card.
Yes.
You should have that card.
Yeah. We appreciate that being brought up, as well as the next card I want to bring up, which is another Miguel Cabrera. Just fast forward many years, in fact, to 2023 Topps Chrome. Somebody watching the video mentioned that image is from his 3000th hit. And as you know, we love when you can tie specific cards to specific moments, especially when they're historic, like Vlad's first hit, his SSP, where he's holding the ball up. So this one is a shot of Miguel Cabrera leaving the box after his hit. He's got his finger outstretched, celebrating, and it is a really cool moment. It sort of bookends his Topps Chrome career nicely.
Yeah, that is a cool card. There's some really nice like sort of ending career or late career moments on some Topps Chrome cards of late. Like there's a really cool Topps Chrome Pujols card in St. Louis. I think he's kind of waving to the crowd. I think that might be his last Topps Chrome card. That's a good one too. But yeah, those two Cabreras are nice. They didn't quite crack our list, but those are two really nice Cabreras. If you got them next to each other in your Cabrera case, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, nice bookends. And finally, one I wanted to mention, this was a little bit of controversy, the Albert Pujols selection on our list. Because as you remember, Chris, he had two cards that year, two cards that came out in Topps Chrome packs, whether one was Chrome or not. They both came out in Chrome packs. And we chose the late edition gold version.
Yes, yeah, we showed the one that came in the base Topps Chrome set, which technically doesn't have the Chrome finish card, but I would say if it comes out of a Chrome pack, it counts as a Chrome card. Like someone also said in the comments, there's two PSA 10s, but they want to see what those PSA 10s look like because the backs on those, I feel like they chipped just if the wind goes by. So I would love to see what the backs of those two cards look like. But yeah, either of those Pujols would have made a great entry on the list.
Yes, so we got people on both sides picking card, but like Chris said, they're both great additions to any Pujols collection or future Hall of Fame collection. They're both significant in Topps Chrome history. Well, that's it for us. We just wanted to do a little recap, a little follow-up of our last video. Thanks to everybody who watched it and got back to us with comments and concerns about the list. We appreciate everybody's insights. If we missed anything or if you have any other ones to add, please put them below in the comments here and we'll get to them in a future video. So again, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and you'll be notified every time we put something new up. So thanks.
Let's go!